Hi, hello, how are you? Once again, I am welcoming to all of you today's lecture on levels of management. For your kind information, I have already made the video lecture on the top levels of management as well as what are the important functions of top levels of management. So, today we will discuss the middle levels of management as well as the lower levels of management. What are the functions of middle levels of management as well as the lower or the supervisory levels of management. So, this is Dr. A B JENA, Senior Assistant Professor, PG Department of Business Management, Fakirmon University, Basabihar, Balasore, Odisha. Okay, let's friends come to discuss what are the important functions of the middle levels of management. The meanings of levels of management. So, levels of management refers to a line of demarcation between various managerial positions of the organization. ORGNS, it stands for organizations. So, this is the demarcation, top level, middle level and the lower level. Okay. So far as the middle levels of management, in an organization there are so many departments and each department is headed by one manager. So, they may be they are the production manager, and for the finance department, finance manager, for the marketing or sales department, marketing manager or the sales managers will take care. Similarly, for the purchase department, purchase manager is there, and for the HR department or the personnel department, HR human resource manager will take care of the activities of their respective departments. Okay. So, the functions of middle levels management. So, these are, so I have we will discuss the 11 most important functions discharged by the managers of middle levels of management. So, these are first one function, they interpret the policies and the plans which are chalked out by the top levels of management. Okay. So, the plan and policies. So, in the last one, the last functions of the middle levels of management, the plan, they implement the policies and plans which are framed by the top levels of management. Dear friends, I hope you are clear. Come to the second one. The managers of middle levels of management, they will prepare the organizational setup in their departments, how in their respective departments to execute or implement the plan and policies which are implemented which are framed by the top levels of management. Okay. Then the managers of these levels of management, or they will recruit and select the suitable operative as well as the supervisory staffs in their respective departments. So, they will also assign the duties, activities, responsibilities among the operative and the supervisory staffs in order to implement the plans in due time or in the right time. Again, they will also compile all the instructions which are given by the top levels of management, and the same will be issued to the supervisors under the control. I mean the lower levels or the supervisory levels of management. Then they motivate the personnel to give the higher productivity and the rewards them properly. It is the responsibility, most important responsibility or the functions of the managers of middle levels of management. Then they also cooperate and with other departments for ensuring a smooth functions of the organization. Let us take an example. So, production department, production manager will need what? The finance, right amount of the finance. So, in this situation, production manager will maintain the very good relation with the finance manager, as well as production manager will need the cooperation from the purchase manager. Purchase manager will purchase the raw material, right amount of the raw material for the production process, as well as, so production manager will need the help of the HR manager. So, HR manager will deploy or will give or will deploy or employ or will provide the right amount of or the right personnel to the production department. So the production manager will able to produce the quality product. Okay. So next step, function, they collect the reports and information on the performance of their departments. So it's the responsibility of the departmental manager or departmental heads. So they will collect the reports as well as the information from the operative and the supervisory staffs in their departments. Next, so they will also report the same, I mean the reports and information to the top levels of management from time to time. Okay. Then they will also suggest to the top level management. So the middle level management is the linkage in between the top levels of management and the lower level of the management. Okay. So they also suggest the top levels of management for the better executions and plans to achieve the objectives of the organization. So there must be the proper coordination in between the top levels, middle levels and the lower level of management in order to achieve the objectives of the organization, which in the beginning I have already discussed or highlighted that the managers of the middle level of management, they will implement the policies and plans framed or chalked out by the top levels of management. So dear friends, now we will discuss what are the important functions of the lower level of management. Okay, dear friends, let's discuss the last part of this video lecture. It's the functions of lower levels of management. The last levels of management, it's in the lower levels of management. It's also known as that is the supervisory levels of management. Under the lower supervisory levels of management, the superintendents, foremen, supervisors, as well as the section officer, accounts officer, so they are coming under the lower levels of management. Okay. So what are the functions of lower levels of management? So we will discuss one by one. Okay. First one, the managers of lower levels of management will develop and improve the work method, how to execute or implement the plan and policies or the orders and instructions given by the middle levels of management. Okay. Second one, they will also give the furnishing touch to the plans. So how the plans will be implemented for this. So the lower levels of management will make the plan. So next, they will also guide the workers. Under them, the workers at the last. So the workers are there. So they guide the workers for day-to-day activities of the organization, so that the workers will not face the problem at the time or during the working or discharging the activities. They will also maintain the quality as well as the quantity in their works or the activities. So they will take care. Next, functions of the lower levels of management, they will also supervise the subordinates. Okay. Under that is the clericals, clerks, the workers. So they are under the direct supervision of a superintendent or the foreman or the supervisor or the accounts officers or the section officers. Okay. They also provide the training program to the workers, so that the workers will learn out of the training program and they will work in better work and to have the economy as well as to maintain the effectiveness. Next, the managers of lower levels of management, so they arrange the necessary materials. So materials are materials as well as the machines, tools, etc. So it's the responsibility or the functions of the managers of the lower level of management. So they will arrange or they will procure or they will gather. Next, they will also ensure the discipline in the organization. So discipline is very, very vital as per the standing rules and regulations and other formalities, whether the workers, so they are maintaining or they are following or not. So the managers of lower levels of management, so they will take care. They also motivate the workers. Yes, the managers will also motivate the workers, and they will also assign the various activities among the workers. So what would be the specific activities or what types is okay on the basis of or nature of the activities or the work. So this will be or these will be divided or assigned among the workers, and the managers of these levels of management, they will or they evaluate the performance of the workers, performance of the workers, whether so these are in the right order or in a, that is in a right way or not. Last but not the least is the another functions of the lower levels of management. They report the same, I mean the work performance or the progress to the middle levels of management for better coordination to achieve the objectives of the organization. So these are today's discussion. So dear friends, I am requesting to all of you, kindly you subscribe it, kindly you share it, kindly you forward it. The PDF of this video lecture is also available in the description box. So thanks a bunch to all of you.